My time is far more precious than yours. Do not make me waste it. Come.
Well, are you ready? Something beyond my strength limit.
Purification of the world is not another. A beautiful view of my planet's fruition awaits in the eye.
What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Christian here again with another video, and today season 1 of Ranked has finally began. Okay, this means finally we have matchmaking operational and it's about time. Obviously I'm excited about the new season of Ranked, but the fact that matchmaking was down for a whole week kind of deflated that a bit, not gonna lie. But I'm gonna put that to the side for now and give my thoughts on the current state of ranked singles based on my first session. And I'm also gonna be analyzing some of my matches against some of these sweaty players. I'm gonna be playing Speedy, one of the best players in the world, in this video, so you might want to stick around for that as well. But first I'm gonna start with my first impressions, okay guys? So number one, just like we all predicted, transformation characters and androids seem to be the meta picks this time around. I'm seeing a lot of Gohan, UI Sign, Cooler, Gamma 1, and I'm playing Fuse Zamasu here, able to transform, get HP back, and get ki back, okay? But just like I predicted, people are still picking non-transformation characters with high stats like Beerus, Whis, and Blue Gogeta, okay? So like I said in the videos leading up to the start of the season, these characters are still better stat-wise, okay? They take less damage and they deal more damage. So Whis and Beerus have ridiculous defense stats, and not having to waste skill points on transformations basically allows these characters to get an extra spark or an extra barrier during the match, which basically equalizes the HP gain advantage from transformation characters, okay? The defense stat is king now, so Corrupted Zamasu here and Beerus and Whis, for example, can just tank hits from lower DP characters, and I think that's actually fine. I don't mind the high DP characters still being better because the character diversity has improved with the new meta. In fact, as a first impression, I'm loving the current meta because I like that there's an incentive to start from base with more characters, and the battle between the androids and the transformation characters is actually pretty dynamic and interesting, since transformation characters can choose when to regain full ki and generally just have higher stats than the androids. So there's an interesting dynamic going on during matches where you can turn the fight in your favor against the android at the right time by just transforming, okay? Basically, there's 3 archetypes of characters that you could choose that are viable now instead of just one, high DP characters with high stats. Basically, now you could pick either androids, transformation characters, or you could just go with the high DP with the high stats, okay? And there's a greater emphasis on throwing hands now instead of just cheesing for spark and skill use, because force hard knockdowns are essentially out the game and skill point usage has been reduced. So all in all, ranked singles is the best it's ever been, and the mechanics of the game are in the best state they've ever been, okay? So season 1, in my opinion, is an appropriate name for this season, because before now it really felt like we were just play testing an alpha or a beta of Sparking Zero, and now it actually feels like a finished version. So this feels to me like the version of Sparking Zero that should have been released from the start. And full transparency for you guys, so you guys know where I'm coming from, obviously I would like the game to have costumes and good rewards and titles for playing ranked, but I'm a gameplay first and game mechanics first kind of guy. So for me personally and my enjoyment of the game, this patch and this version of ranked really improved the game leaps and bounds, okay? Obviously the meta will refine further during the weeks after this, but overall on my first impressions, I think they did a great job. I think the character diversity is a lot better and the game mode is just a lot more competitive in my opinion. If only they didn't have that blunder that basically took the game down for a whole week, then I might feel a little bit more positive towards Spike and Bandai, but at this point, overall, I still don't trust their practices. They're very unprofessional still, and you know, the whole blunder last week just proved that further to me, okay? Now, if we look at the screen, I got my opponent on the ropes with Corrupted Zamasu here, and I'm gonna show why defense stat is king in this game, okay? So he hits me with an ultimate, and let's see how much damage it does. I have 2 bars of health left. He does about 12k damage only with the hit. So then I buff up trying to end him because he only has 1 bar. He hits me with Wild Sense, and as you see, I'm still alive, guys, and I can tank some more hits. He hits me with another Wild Sense, barely does any damage. Because Corrupted Zamasu has so much defense and I'm buffed up, I could do so much damage and end the match in my favor, okay? So my opponent was running Z Ultimate Gohan, so now we're gonna be fighting a superhero Ultimate Gohan, which is more of a meta pick. So let's see how we do, okay? And as you see, Zamasu is an agile character, able to keep up with the Ultimate Gohan and put pressure on opponents, okay? Zamasu also has a regen, but regen is pretty pricey. It's 4 skill points, and skill points refill a lot more slowly now. So it's kind of a risk to use your regen. In my opinion, a lot of the time you might want to opt for that transformation heal instead, seeing as it only costs 2 skill points instead of 4 and refills your ki. So where the skill gap comes in is that now you have to master 2 characters to get the most out of these strategies. And I've always wanted singles players to have to do that so that we could get more of a diverse cast in ranked, and now we have that, so that's a great positive. And believe it or not, I'm still very new with Zamasu here, so I haven't really optimized the strategy yet. But if I've learned anything from maining Boo, is that you don't want to be stingy with the transformation if they give ki back, especially with Zamasu, because he gets increased defense once he transforms. So you kind of want to maximize that HP with that increased defense. You don't want to wait till you're almost dead to do it. And as you see, you know, Gohan is running away from my sparking. The good thing about transformations as well is that it allows you to fast charge into sparking right away. So it's a way to go spark without having to spend the skill points with a insta spark, okay? So right now my opponent has no ki and I'm on the offensive, and as you see, Corrupted Zamasu does a lot of damage with his hits. He's just slow in neutral, so getting the combo started is hard, but once you get started, it's hard for him to super counter, and they do a lot of damage. And even if he does beat me in neutral, as you see, my defense stat is just allowing me to eat them hits. Like, he's not really doing that much damage. So here I go, and I do a lot more damage to him. So Corrupted Zamasu is actually kind of like a sleeper pick, and he does have kicks in the front, so he's able to open people up and just finish matches. So he's a good character in my opinion, one of my main characters now. Alright, so next match we're fighting Speedy himself. If you don't know who this is one of the best players in the world. He's considered one of the best players in North America alongside Demon Joe. And let's see how we do. Now, Now, when I fight players on the caliber of, like, let's say a Demon Joe or a Speedy or whatever, I do play slightly different because obviously the normal strategies are not gonna work. So right here, as you see, I stagger my hits on his block a little bit. I'm patient, wait for him to react and do a light smash to try to open him up, but he super counters me almost instantly. And sadly, I could not find the super counter timing. Another thing that happens when you play players on his caliber is that usually they have really good internet and you're just used to fighting people with like mediocre internet, subpar internet. So the super counter timing is slightly different, but as you see, I'm starting to find it. I just can't find it during combos. So once he gets me in a combo, I'm eating like a lot of the combo. So luckily I get out here. I escape with a retreat. As you see, his defense is really good. I try to catch him pressing buttons. It didn't work, obviously, and he just ends me. The thing about Speedy is his fundamentals are insane, so good luck if you see him in ranked. Alright, so here we go with the next match. Now we got a Gamma 1. Like I said, androids are now a meta archetype in singles, so you might be seeing a lot of Gamma 1, a lot of Cooler, and maybe Android 13. I haven't seen a lot of him, but he might catch popularity a little bit later on, okay? So you see his key right now, he has a full bar and I only have 2 bars. I have to be very careful engaging right here because if he even gets a super counter, I'm basically going to lose that Vanish War. So I choose to push him away to get key back. I punish his Vanish with a light smash, just like I said in my neutral guide. Okay guys, go watch that video. And we get into a Vanish War, which is actually pretty good because I want to empty his key out. He stops the Vanish War at 2 key bars. Pretty smart of him because he doesn't want to end up with no key. So I could tell this is a good player. He pushes in with a key blast. Now I'm at a key disadvantage, but I have 2 skill points. So whenever I choose, I could just refill my key to max, but I waste it on a revenge counter, sadly. I dash in. I go ahead and trip. And we get into another Vanish Ward that I'm inevitably going to lose. Now I noticed that I wasted my skill points, so now I'm like, okay, I gotta buy time till I get 2 skill points and transform so I could regain this key advantage. Okay, so here we go. I'm in my last bar, he's at his. So I choose to transform here so I could get the key advantage back, which is a really good move against androids because now we are matched in key. Now I gotta be careful about wasting key because he could just regain that advantage very quickly. I choose to Dragon Dash instead of follow up because of that key advantage. And I end him with the revenge counter. Okay. As you see, you can defeat androids if you just use that transformation at the right time in an intelligent manner. Okay. All right. So let's show a match against Metal Cooler. This time against the A1, almost the S rank Metal Cooler here. Okay. Let's see how we do. So we dash in. I have key disadvantage, of course. I don't recommend you do that, but I'm very aggressive sometimes for no reason. Remember, I'm a quick play warrior, so I don't play really sweaty. It's not the norm, so I still have bad habits sometimes. I recommend you run away to charge up. I elevator up. I check the key bars. I'm at a disadvantage, but I re-engage anyways. Okay, he tries to revenge counter out. He doesn't get a super counter, luckily. And here, I attempt to push him away because I noticed that he has a full key bar. I don't want to keep fighting and just let him super counter me. I try to charge up. He gets desperate and just throws a super out, which just allows me to punish him here for like 8,000. I charge up once again, and now he has an empty key bar. I have key advantage. So I go ahead and win the Vanish War here. Try to glitch the revenge counter, but he catches me, but it's a little too late. Zamasu just puts Metal Cooler away and I get the dub. Alright, for my next example, I have a blue Gogeta. I deserve to win streak of 5 and an A rank. So this is an example of high stat characters with high defense and high damage still being in the meta, even though they can't transform and they're not androids. Just the stat disparity and just all the advantages that you get from having a high DP character is still in play, just not as stark as it was before. So I push forward and force a guard like I mentioned in my neutral guide, allowing me to start the 50-50 and open him up. Gut punch allows me to attempt a reset, but I'm a little too fast. Opens me up, and as you see, he's doing a lot of damage to me, guys, and I didn't do a lot of damage to him with my combo hits. Okay, I hit him a lot more than he did me, but he still does increase damage. It's not as bad as before, but it's still a thing, guys. So I attempt to go sparking here, but I'm unable to do so. He gets behind me and starts his offense. Hit him with a light smash, push him away, and throw a super. Now, why did I do that? Because I know that I can refill my ki right after, so I go ahead and take that risk because I can get my ki right back, so it doesn't really matter, right? He gets antsy, so I get behind him with Corrupted Zamasu, who does a lot of damage, and now I'm in green health again because of that heal. So here I go, I push him again. Right now he's in trouble because now my defense stat, it matches his. It's gonna be hard for him to really kill me, and I have a lot of my health still remaining. So he's getting desperate. He's trying to push me away and run away to get ki, but I'm just too aggressive for him. And just like that, he pushes me away though, gets behind me, trying to start some offense, but my skill points are regaining, so I could just use my explosive wave to get out. He could have revenge countered there, just continued the offense. Opens me up with kicks. Start a Vanish War. I'm in trouble now. I need to get him off me. Luckily, I get away from his Zebra's dash and I end the match. So as you see, high DP characters with high stats are still very dangerous, and they can overcome, you know, the HP regen disparity. For the final match, I'm gonna present a superhero Gohan starting as Super Saiyan. This was the most feared character pre-season 1 because essentially people think that just the regen cheese was gonna be so dangerous. He could get his health back twice during the match, and I don't think it's as strong as people think. Okay, guys, and I'm gonna present that in this match just to kind of ease y'all's fears a little bit. So number 1, superhero Gohan as Super Saiyan starts with lower stats. So I open him up, and instantly I notice that even basic hits do a shitload of damage to him. Okay, like look at his health just disappear, guys. Like starting as Super Saiyan is just insane risk in my opinion. Like your HP just gets melted with any sort of offense from the opponent. So I don't think you should be starting as Super Saiyan. I really think you should just be starting at Ultimate. And the transformations are so costly that it's gonna take forever for this character to get into Beast. So I'm really not too worried about superhero Gohan, if I'm gonna be honest. He gets some offense started, and I open him up once again, and look, he's almost dead, guys. I hit him with a charged Ki Blast here. Open him up again. He has 4 skill points, so he could transform. If I wanted to, you know, be aggressive and try to kill him as fast as possible, I could. He's almost dead. That's probably what you should do, but I choose to regen instead, just to make sure that I win this match. So he luckily does not allow me to regen, but I choose to guarantee the regen by transforming here. So now I have full ki. He has no ki, so I choose to go sparking. This is basically a 1 game for me. So he transforms to Beast, gets his ki back, gets his health back, hits me with a super, but I have so much defense and so much health, I'm not too worried. I break his guard here, hit him with the ultimate. Let's see how much damage it does. It does about 15,000 damage with the ultimate. I charge my ki up, making sure I have ki advantage so I can just finish this game. He tries to hit me with a super. He's desperate. And here we go. We just end the match. So as you see, superhero Gohan starting from Super Saiyan. Kind of a risky pick in my opinion. Okay, I don't think he's gonna be as meta as people thought. Okay, guys. So finally, my return to ranked and the start to season 1 brought a lot of excitement back to the game. The new meta is fun and competitive, and being able to get the points and climb ranks again feels like I'm playing the version of Sparking Zero that should have been released months ago. Okay, I've seen a lot of players trying to rush to Z rank, but as for myself, I'm gonna take my time up the ranks to kind of enjoy the season and the new meta, because once you get to Z rank, getting points for no rank increase is just not as fun. So I'm just gonna take my time with it. I do want to get my Z rank with blue tanks at some point, so expect that video. And obviously I will be trying DP battle as well with different teams, so those videos are coming as well. Let me know what you think about the state of rank, and I'll see you on those videos. Peace out.
Your evil plan is about to end.